because, well, they're our best friends and they're awesome. So this is called the antithesis of Twan. And this is about my friend Antoine. And he hates to be called Twan. So, so I call him the anti-Twan. So this is his antithesis. I look upon our years of pure friendship and say to myself, man, damn. Just the consideration of straight laughter and high-minded buddy system. Top of the pops and the mare. You have shown me so much in spite of my relentless stance on reality. I listen when you have something to say, and it's impossible to stay mad at you. That would be a hypocrite move. Fact is, you aren't just a best lad, you are family. You always see the best of bits of me, even when I can't. You never fail to wow me back into reality. Typically, with a 45, your head tilted to the left, smiling like you won the lottery. Antoine Henderson, in the personal dictionary of Mary Owen, flip to the definition of best friend, and your mint mug will be all over the map. So that was the antithesis of Twan. This one is called Q. I recently lost a very close friend of mine, and it was very difficult, and he was a very beautiful person. His name was Quincy. Whose name is Quincy? If your name is Quincy, you better live up to it, and you did every time. You worked like a dream. This is called Q. You walked into my bar like a brat, said, open this. I said, the fuck, you did not just ask me to do that, but you did. Little did I know then, your gravity's weight in my life today. I long for our conversations, for you telling me that I smell like bananas. You reading, again with the Alan Watts, you reading Alan Watts to me, and when you were tired, I would get on your case, demanding your perfection. Quincy, tell me. And you did. You told me everything. Mary, you're a fucking bitch. I know. I know, my darling. I love you. But you left out of the everything how fucking hurt you felt. I will carry all of your unsaid words forever. When I lose it laughing, you will mirror my shadow, and I will hold you in that way. One of the best friends I've ever had. Quincy, you're my Ishmael. The word love can't cut it. A word for you is moot. Spooning with Alan Watts in your voice, paradise, my darling. Moving on. Now we're gonna visit. We're gonna do. Let me find it. This one is called Blair Bitch, the Jasmine Mace story. And if you don't know who Jasmine Mace is, I feel bad for you because she's the best, and she's mine. Blair Bitch. I was down at the mouth one day, so I called you to say goodbye forever. You said, you know what? Screw Dupley Systems. I'm taking a sick one just for you. So you gaffled me up. We blasted Red Giant. It was a beautiful day. I was wearing a pink t-shirt just to be ironic. You said pizza. I said, whatever. So we went to Edison's and I ordered a martini. Just to be an asshole. You said, let's eat this on the patio. I said, oh, jeez. We sat down and I said, Jasper, I gotta go. I'd like to see you go anywhere in a hurry if you tried. Where is that exactly you think that you're going? I gotta piss. Well, then go inside or something, you said. Man, that shit's exhausting. I'm going over here. Dude, you're a dickhead. I know. But piss waits for no man. Piss waits for no beast. Don't you judge me. This corner has never been baptized. We ate or something, I guess. You had an idea. You and your fucking ideas every time. We knew we had to devise a plan. A plan to satiate your soon-to-be ex-husband and make our divine escape. I said, damn, I got it. Coconut cream pie. We'll get in there and dazzle him with it, drop it off, get Cuervo, and fly the coop. No one's looking. We did exactly that. It went off like a dream. And then you drove us out to whip sledges in your red Volkswagen. I love that car. You were so cocksure on the path. And me in my pink t-shirt, like Piglet, just trusting you, tagging along behind. So finally things became clear. We laid on our backs on a slab. Below it, a ravine, above us, the sky. Everything felt new. You asked me what I wanted out of life. I said, well, I got you. Besides that, no more nightmares. They were pebbles. We kept tossing them, remarking on the percussion as they slid down, making noise echoing on all the branches on the way to hell or wherever the hell they were going. To where? Who cares? Because all I cared about is the fact that you are my best friend. You said, you know, Cuervo's kind of psychedelic. I turned my head towards you and said, man, you are out of your tree. I gave you a love tap and I laughed. The sky was clear and bright. The pattern of it was Swahili, whatever that means. And I felt that the stars were being so silly and gay. Yeah, the stars were homosexual as hell, just for us, even though I'm one of those idiot straight people. Where did we go wrong? And there it was, the eternal riddle solved. In that moment, a friendship so deep, so pure, so true, so hilarious. Then, of course, at last, we had to go. It was dark. It was brambly, I said. Cuervo is not psychedelic. We are getting scraped up. This is Blair bitch. Jasmine Mace. When everything sucks, and by everything I mean things that aren't even important. I think of that day and that evening, and I wish that were I wish it were all recorded. But it is stamped on my memory as one of the best days of my pea-picking life. You are and forever shall be a pinball wizard, scoring my ass off, schooling me, and the lord of everything in my life that is happy and gay as hell. The Jasmine Mace story. Let's see what else we got here. This one is for my friend Robin Sylvester. She's amazing, and it's called Emotional Rescue. I remember clear as bells, and by bells I mean to say hell's bells. Krause told me for almost a year or better that you and I were in. He said that you were just as mean as I was and we were supposed to be the stuff. I said, Krause, that's a lot of pressure. I just want to listen to the pink fairies and forget the fact that it never gets better. It was snowy as all get out, probably a Tuesday. We were at the TikTok Tavern. I met Robin Sylvester. Immediately, I'm nervous. It's part of my charm. Immediately, I knew, and also my boyfriend described this for me, and chicken scratch. I mean, you ever tried it? Immediately, I knew for all the buffalo nickels in the room, I would be in a bad mood that night. You stared at me across the booth, and I stared back at you. Krause, for all your tomfoolery, you did get it right. We love you, but damn it, you were dumb and you made a mess of everything, but I forgave you because at least it wasn't me for a change. Scot-free. Robin, you said, you're coming home with me, you little asshole. You're too pretty to get arrested. She set me up in Otto's room. And if you don't know who Otto is, I feel sorry for you because he was the best dog I've ever known. The room was lined with every book I ever wanted to read. Some I had read and some I haven't. Haven't? Who cares? I remember the August thunderstorm. When I lived with you on Clifton, it was hot and it was stupid. I wanted nothing to do with it, you said, Mersey dotes. You're a fucking brat. You dragged me down the back steps, but I'm sure in the back of your mind, you knew you really didn't need to. You said, stop crying. I said, who knew that Lakewood could be so goddamn tropical? We started to walk. I looked at you and laughed because you were so beautiful. And it was epic. It was pouring and there were puddles. I had on new shoes. They didn't matter. I jumped into everything I could find that was wet. I started screaming in my best Mick Jagger rendition. Is there nothing I can say? Nothing I can do? Change your mind. I'm so in love with you. Your response was, I'll come to your emotional rescue. We splashed the everything. You are the Keith Richards to my Brian Jones. I love how you always remind me to, again with the bananas, to eat them. Potassium. I love the way you would come into my room and check my pulse just to make sure that I was still alive. Robin, I love you. And I love that you would do anything for me without trying. I would punch and wound the moon for you if you asked me to. You'd say, did I dare you? And when my love for you got up there and smacked the sky, I imagined that you would shrug and laugh and say, fuck man, lights out. But we are bright bastards, you know, aren't we? Robin, you are a universe. The Tale of Robin Sylvester, which is excellent. This one, this is going to be choppy. Don't judge me, because you know what? I don't even know your name, and I'm kind of blind, and I probably won't remember you, but that's all right. You probably won't remember me either. Crudley. This is about one of the most brilliant people I've ever met, who really seriously impacted my life. The Tale of Crudley. I used to open up at Tommy's at the Ass Crack, reeking of the old grog shop and expensive perfume, because screw it, I like expensive perfume. My nails bitten down to the quick, coffee immediately, and then everything else. Knowing my hangover would probably start around noon. The reason I was always on time was rent, but I knew I could count on you to be there. Because he'd sit down and be so goddamn ethereal. Just brilliant and strange, honestly awkward. He told me that you didn't have a social security number, which I thought was punk as hell. Gangly and gorgeous, like an elongated elf. And I swear, if you leaf through the dictionary, come to think of it, the definition of autodidact, your face would be right there. Insane ass ears and all. You said to me one day something, and I will never forget it. You remind me of Dorothy Parker. My jaw dropped to my ankles. To date, I have never been bestowed an accolade so righteous and so beautiful. You always had at least 3 books with you. They were probably all overdue. And you saw something in me. And what you saw was not creepy. You called me Smuggles. I said, what? Are you calling me that? Because you're smug. But it suits you. You'll be fine. Days, weeks, months, seasons passed as they do. And you became so much a part of my daily atmosphere. A part I knew that if everything else sucked ass, at least you were brilliant and high-minded, and I could always depend on you to cut through my cynicism. One day I asked you, not that I thought it was even really that relevant, quit horsing around here, what's your name though? You said, Jesus Christ. If you must know, my name is Edmund Ritz. I'll have you know, in your spirit, wherever the hell that is, in your vigilante purgatory, having your say, I hate Ritz crackers. I eat them anyhow. Hell, you probably hated them too. But they remind me of you. They could never take the place of your memory. The damn things are too buttery. You were in the world and you were of the world. The very definition of anti-establishment. Your quirks stay with me like a badge, a true teacher without trying. The simplest music to my memory is your voice saying, I want a well-done double-dead thing. Yeah. Excellent. You would insist on ketchup packets. I don't know what your issue was. You didn't do the bottle. I don't know, but packets. At least 3. And to this day, I cannot open, use, or look upon a Heinz ketchup packet on my own time without thinking of how very blessed I am to have met you. Let's see, Taylor Probably. This one is called Dumpster Baby. And you know what? I'm not even gonna read it. I'm just gonna tell the tale of Dumpster Baby. This is about my friend Anthony, who is passed as well. And I loved him. He was a son of a bitch asshole, and he was fantastic at it. He really did. Well, let's see what happens. Well, he worked at this place called Zach Box, and he was a carpenter. And he lived above the place, and the attic space was a wreck. I mean, whoever lived there prior just left it to chance. And he was like, well, Mary, dude, let's figure this out. Let's clear it out. Let's spin it. I said, all right, well, sure. Tony was amazing. He got really stuck on these mugs. He found these mugs. One of them being a mug that was the chicken soup for this. Look at these. I was like, I'm bagging things. None of this crap is important, but you and your mugs and, you know, this is slapstick. Why are you doing this to me? Because he was the kind of person that would just pull stuff like that, and you couldn't help but love him. He was a genius. And he was wonderful, but without further ado, he was like, wait a second, I got it. So he runs downstairs and he takes a forklift and he takes the dumpster and he smacks it against the side of the building where the attic was. And like a gift from the gods, there was a mattress in there already. And I took a rest. Oh, my little dumpster baby. I hate you so much. Tony, I hate you too. I hate your guts. I really do. You're awful. And he was my brother. He's one of the closest people to me. And, well, I guess I was a dumpster baby. I mean, why not? Who's it gonna hurt? The end. And that's all she wrote.